All right, got a nice little sea run cutthroat here. Just caught it on like my second or third cast. You can tell it's cutthroat by these slashes right here, the red marks on the bottom of their gills, and then kind of the golden color is very indicative of sea run cutthroat. And we're going to keep this guy and take him home and invite him over for dinner. So anyway, hope you guys are having a great Sunday. It's starting off good here. So I'm throwing it up under this tree over here. Oh, I just seen something make a big old wake over there. Hopefully that's a fish. Maybe some salmon are coming. A lot of times they'll hit right at the bank, hun. Reeling it nice and slow. Oh, there was a bump right there. Another little bump. Little guy's pecking at it. So yeah, that's the name of the game. Cast and retrieve, cast and retrieve. Looking for that big fish though. Although that was a pretty good sized one for a cutthroat. So, I mean, he ate a number 5 spinner, so he obviously had to be decent sized. And the water's coming in and it's all the way up to my feet already. My feet are getting wet. I didn't wear my boots. So anyway, this is what we're doing. Casting and retrieving, casting and retrieving. This area is called Green Banks and it was built by Trout Unlimited. I actually helped build this place. That place up there. Back in the 70s when I was a kid, my aunt and my uncle were big time in the Trout Unlimited and the Steelheaders Club. And so they volunteered a bunch of people to come down here and help. My uncle worked for a concrete company and he volunteered the concrete. And we came down here and built the farms and poured the concrete and put all that in to make a nice little fishing area. At that time, they didn't have fishing areas for people with handicaps. So that was what it was originally made for. Doesn't really get a lot of use nowadays, but it's still a great spot to go. Nice because you can sit down. You got a dry place to stand if it starts dumping rain, so makes it kind of nice. All right, guys, I'll get back to you if I get a fish. All right, guys, one more time on the bobber setup. Bobber stop air. This time we're using the little rubber guys. You feed your line. I don't know if you can see that wire right there, but you feed your line. See that loop in that wire. Just like that. See, it's in there, it's in that wire. And you grab the stopper and you slide it up. And now the stopper's on your line. Then you need a bead. And today's bead is going to be from my terminal box. And I'm going to use it's going to be one of these little eyeball beads, but whatever. A bead is a bead is a bead. And that stops on the stop air, like so. Then you need a bobber. And I'm using my usual 3/8 bobbers. A lot of times I'll put a corky on there too, but I don't think I have my corkies with me. But that'll be fine. Oh yeah. Then you need a bobber weight. Like this one here. Oh, and it's already got a nice long leader on it. So all I gotta do is put a hook on the end. So that's perfect. We gotta cut this old knot off. CRKT pocket knife today. Unfortunately, they make this guy with the super soft CRKT steel, but that's all right. It does the job. So there's our bobber weight. And I'm going to do a fisherman's knot on it. Minimum of 5 wraps, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got a little loop at the bottom. Just run your line through. It's just not easy for old Captain Old Eyes. Run that through like that. Give it a little spittle. Give it a good cinch. That stops it on the other end. Let's see. You know what? I'm going to actually use a pre-tied leader on that with my bobber. And I think I'm going to use one of these orange yarn balls. Got a video coming on how to tie these guys shortly. I tie them with the egg loop. That's how I was taught to do it. Watching Glenn Hall on Hog Quest. For those of you who remember the show Hog Quest, it was on Fox Northwest or something like that every Sunday morning, I think. Anyway, he had a video on how to tie a yarn ball, and I watched it and learned it. And I've caught lots and lots of fish on yarn balls with eggs. Lots of fish. One of the best things I ever learned how to tie, really. And I'm doing the double wrap fisherman's knot on this one, or the improved clinch knot. It's also what it's called. And my 800-year-old eyes. Cinch that up. And then I'm gonna get a little gob of eggs. Just a little gob. We got our corky with our hook. Not corky, yarn ball. We're gonna run. There. Get your egg loop out like that. These are tiny eggs.
Yeah.
That's good. They're super fresh.
Super fresh.
Yeah, they weren't even in the mama's tummy very long. And that's it. That's what the bait looks like. It's going to just float down the river like that. I'm going to set my depth. Cast it out. Set it Stop there. And you don't need to throw it very far from the bank because the fish follow the bank up the river, up and down. So just about like that. And we're just gonna let her drift along and hopefully get a bite. And if I get a bite, guys, I'll turn you back on. All right, walking into spot number 2. Waiting for Diane. Waiting for Diane. And we are locked and loaded. This is under a bridge, under the 101 bridge. Oi, on this particular river. Could be, who knows? There could be anything down here. Steelhead, kings, trout. Maybe a early coho. Who knows? We're gonna find out though. That's for sure. Hopefully the river got a little bit of rain last night and a little bit of water. We had thunderstorms last night. It was really cool. There was some very big lightning. So that was neat. I'm sure anybody local is going to recognize this spot. It's not like it's a secret or anything. Whew, not much water. Super low and clear. That's all right. That can be a good thing. If they're going to be anywhere, they're going to be right over there or right over there, wherever it's deep. They probably won't be over there because it's all dry over there. Yep. That's all right. It's going to be amazing. Anyway, guys, here we are. I'll get back with you if we get a fish. Well, folks, no fish except for the one cutthroat I caught earlier. If the weather's rainy tomorrow, probably not going to come back to this river till we get some more rain. It's too low and clear. I saw one big fish jump, so I think there's fish in there, but it's just too low and clear. So they're tight-lipped. So I'm going to wait a little bit. So tomorrow's video is either going to be rock fishing or rock hounding. Something with rocks. And yeah, I don't know. I'm hungry for some rockfish fillets. So might do that. It's a morning low tide, so I could just get up and go rock hounding. And because the weather's going to be cruddy, hopefully there won't be many people. So we'll see. Anyway, thanks for tagging along. Don't forget, big drawings coming up this week. Also going to do a live feed this week. And might make some other changes to the channel coming, but we'll see. Anyway, hope you guys have a great Sunday. Go Seahawks, and I'll talk to you later.